Welcome to Ether Ascended, everyone. This is a new timeless pick a card, meaning it's meant for you when you find it. The title of this pick a card is What Are You Being Prepared For? We have three options on the table, option 1, option 2, and option 3. Let's take a deep breath and exhale. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Take another deep breath. Exhale. I have extra content on Patreon, TikTok, and YouTube members area. Information for that is in the description box if you want to check it out. Take another deep breath. Exhale. Save this video if you want to watch it later and share this video with someone you feel may need this message. Hopefully now you're ready to choose your pile. If not, you can pause the video and I'll see you at your pile. Welcome, pile 1. This is your reading, so this is what you are being prepared for. Okay, so you chose this beautiful crystal, and this one is called the Rose Aura Quartz. So let's see what you're being prepared for. So with the Rose Aura Quartz here, I'm going to read from the back of these cards, okay? Heart's desire, love, and divine. So you're being prepared for something that you've been wanting. That's your heart's desire, okay? It could have something to do with love, but you are being surrounded by divine love, okay? You're very connected to the source. To source of divine love, the source of divine love. So it says the energy of love vibrates on a soul level, penetrating the body through its many layers of tissue all the way down to the cells. So I'm seeing as a result of you being very connected to the higher realms, you are healing on a quantum cellular level. So there's a theme here where love is going to be very healing, or a very healing kind of love, or you stepping into the energy of love by raising your vibration is going to be a very healing experience in itself on a cellular level. So if you have been experiencing stress-related health concerns or some kind of mental imbalance, I see some healing here on a very cellular level. It could be physical healing as well. Rose Aura Quartz is a crystal of love with the ability to shift one's sense of self, provide nourishment for your growth, and transform fear and doubts into unconditional love. So you are raising your vibration from the lower energy of fear into the higher energy of love. So this tells me that you're going to feel a lot better about yourself and life in general. Creating a strong bond to the universe. So you're finally going to be tapping into that abundant energy of the universe because you are also exiting lack mindset that is very connected to the ego and fears. It creates a synergy between the pineal gland or pineal gland located in the brain and associated with your third eye and the heart chakra, infusing your intuition with space to give and receive more love. So there's a pineal gland activation here of the third eye. So you're going to be getting very powerful visions here of what path to follow, of guidance. So I'm seeing you very connected to your intuition as well. It's sinking into that heart space. And when you sink into that heart space, you're no longer spending so much time in the mind, because the mind can trick us, right? If we overthink, that's where the devil is, in the mind. And so you're moving away from an excess energy around thinking and overthinking every single thing, because your heart knows best, your intuition knows best. It's just that sometimes we doubt our intuition because of either something that happened to us in the past that was traumatic, or fear that something can happen in the future. And so I do see you letting go of these patterns. It's a thought pattern that you're letting go of. So good for you. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there with this one, and we're moving on to the next. You guys got the flame. So if you've been feeling disengaged, uninspired, you're going to feel that spark of inspiration, that connection to the divine, to the divinity within as well. We have the number 51 here, could mean something, as well as the number 6. 6 is Venusian energy of love and abundance, okay? Love and abundance, the energy of love and abundance, they're very connected. I know people sometimes think that if they focus solely on work and their coin and, 3D material concerns, then everything will open up for them. But if people are in the energy of fear, then they're far removed from the energy of love, and the energy of love is the energy of abundance. And so you can do all you want on a practical level, you can use your mind all you want, but if your heart space is closed and if you don't allow yourself the vulnerability to open to the abundance of love, then you're also blocking all those blessings that could come in when it comes to your prosperity and your money. Okay. With this flame here, so there's a spark of inspiration. It's like you're feeling alive again. Yeah, it's like for a very long time you felt like you were in the dark, like directionless or feeling very lost. And now you're going to find a sense of direction, like that light in the dark that's going to guide you. And again, the flame energy is an energy of health. So I see health improvements, mainly on those minor things that have been keeping you from being able to function on a daily. The flame is also about clarity, mental clarity. If you've been having any problems related to your digestive system, those will be improving when it comes to physical issues here. You could have been, you're coming from a place of maybe feeling like complete darkness, like you couldn't see the way forward. And I even see some anger, some pent-up anger here that you were experiencing because of a lack of clarity. So I see, if you're in this dark place right now, if you're dealing with issues around not being able to see clearly, if you feel like there's a lack of love and abundance in your life, what you're being prepared for is to come out of this energy and to finally have mental clarity, to finally see your health restored and come out of this complete darkness, and there's a sense of direction that you're being prepared for. And the reason why you weren't getting this clarity was because you needed to be where you were to have a good look at what you needed to see, basically. And you had to feel a certain way, you had to feel certain things, so that when clarity, the light of clarity was shed upon these things, you knew exactly how and what you needed to heal. So it's going to become very clear to you what it is that you need to heal. So what else are you being prepared for? The dragonfly. So complete transformation on a very deep level, cutting through the illusions. So you could have air in your chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? You are also being prepared to move to the next stage when it comes to your spirituality and move past any illusions that were keeping you stuck in the dark. You're being prepared for a very deep and expansive transformation. Again, this is the energy of clarity. So you're being prepared to see the truth of a situation, maybe a truth you were in denial of or you were not wanting to see. But it's getting to a point where it's becoming so uncomfortable that you can no longer turn a blind eye to this truth. And so you're being prepared for the truth, basically. You're being prepared for the truth. You're being prepared to see through the illusions, and you're almost ready. Maybe before you weren't ready because you just, on a soul level, on a physical level, mentally, you were not ready for this, but you are being prepared to see some sort of truth. And when you do see the truth, Maybe you didn't want to because you were afraid of what you were going to see, but what you see is going to make you very happy. It's very magical. The truth is way better than the illusion, and this is going to surprise you. The reason why you're not able to see the truth right now is because you can't really concentrate. You could be dwelling too much on the worry and anxiety and fear, and it's keeping you from the truth. The anxiety in itself and worry in itself, and then worry and anxiety about what that truth may be. And so you keep your mind busy and you overthink because you're trying to find the answers through reason, and the answers are not going to come to you through reason. So you're actually being prepared to use your intuition and trust your intuition, and no longer being in denial of how you feel about a certain situation. So if you're feeling lost, or you can't concentrate, or you're just feeling fear in general, or anxiety around a certain situation, the advice here is for you to focus on your breathing, on breath work. So if you want to take a deep breath now with me, I'll instruct you on how you can do this. I would do this at least 10 times. We're going to do it once here, but I will instruct you on this kind of breathing that's going to help you slow down your heart rate, and it's going to help you focus. It's going to help you. It's like this instant kind of work that you can do. You may be reluctant at first, but it's this work you can do whenever you're feeling overwhelmed or struck by fear or whatever it is. So let's just take one deep breath first, and then I'll instruct you on the kind of breathing that you can do. So take a deep breath. Hold it in for a few seconds and release. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one deep breath on the count of 3. Hold it in for 3 at the full capacity of your lungs. Make sure some of that air goes into your stomach as well. Hold it for 3 seconds, then release on 3. Then hold with no air for 3 seconds, okay? And then you can repeat this 10 times if you want to, and you can do that all throughout the rest of the reading as well. But here's the thing. So I'm going to instruct you on doing that now, okay? So let's do it once. So, and when you do exhale, make sure you, even if you want to press your chest a little bit to make sure all that air comes out, and hold for 3 seconds with no air, then you can breathe in again. So let's do this. Let's inhale 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3, exhale 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, 3. Then you can start again, okay? Whew, okay, so I'm going to read from the book now, and it says, Master of Light, Illusion, and the Mind. So the mind playing tricks on you. So let's see. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? So if you're restless, you do the breathing. Dreamlike or crystal clear. The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. And the light of wisdom is none less than your intuition, okay? Okay, so what else do we have for pile number 1? Yeah, go the distance. So you're being prepared. You're being prepared to go the distance with something here. To go far. Something to go far in life, to go the distance with a project. So it is whatever is on your mind, okay? This is a general reading. I'm reading for a lot of people. So whatever is on your mind here that you really want to go the distance with, that's what you're being prepared for. Endurance. So the breathing doesn't shock me here. So you may want to work on breath work. I'm also seeing something about physical training for endurance here. But maybe it's you're being prepared for an athletic challenge. I don't know what it is, but you're being prepared to go the distance, to get to that finish line, to make it. okay, to make it. The number 47 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 11. And you're getting prepared for your blessings. With the yellow canary there, I'm hearing to sing your own song. So you're being prepared to speak up fearlessly. You're being prepared to speak up for yourself, to stand up for yourself, to say what it is that you want to say rather than what maybe all your life you've been instructed to say or you felt the pressure to say. And in being truthful to your heart's desires, because that's what you're getting at the end of the day. You're going the distance with your heart's desires. You're going the distance with a project, a passion project, or with your love life here. Because you're seeing through the illusions and you're cutting through the fear. And that's when you're opening up to your blessings. Again, that Venusian energy with the number 6 that we were talking about. All this green energy of healing and love, and the pink for love as well. And the yellow for your self-confidence, okay? And that little blue there and the blue here for you being able to heal your throat chakra and speak your truth. Actually, I'm seeing all hues here of the chakras. So aligning your chakra system. I'm seeing the higher chakras, the lower chakras, the middle chakras. So there is an alignment of your chakras starting at the base chakra. So if you've been in fear mode, you are transmuting to feeling secure and stable, because that is a balanced base chakra. If you are experiencing creative block, low libido, and blocking your expression when it comes to your sensuality and your sexuality, and you're feeling like you're not glowing or you feel unattractive, so that's all being healed. That energy is being transmuted into creative flow, into sensuality, a glow up, a feeling more attractive, attracting more to you. And then moving up to the solar plexus chakra, where maybe you felt a hit to your self-worth, or you had some interactions in your life with people who made you feel that punch in the gut, or your energy could have been high, but then when you were in the presence of certain people, you felt your energy sipping away and feeling really drained and siphoned by maybe energy vampires or people who just brought your energy down by something they said or just their energy alone that you felt. So you're healing your self-confidence and your self-worth. So those feelings of unworthiness and a lack of self-confidence and feeling drained are being transmuted into self-confidence and self-worth, okay? Now, with the heart chakra, if your heart chakra was closed due to some experiences you had maybe in your childhood or in your past in general, maybe even related to romantic relationships or relationships with your parents or friendships or family or even acquaintances or a job or like a boss or colleagues, okay, whoever these people were, that where you had these less than ideal experiences and it really made you close your heart to people in general or some kind of love in specific. It could be a friendship or romantic, or the love for your job even could have been affected by your surroundings, right? Or people. And so whatever it was that closed your heart chakra, I'm seeing a healing around that, and you being able to feel vulnerable again, but also setting those healthy boundaries in place is what I'm seeing here. So good for you. I'm seeing a lot of healing around that. And so you're knowing exactly what to open up to, who to open up to, and to receive that abundance. So you're always open, yet protected from all those other sources of pain. Not that you're not going to feel pain in your life, that's not what I'm saying, but it's you almost expecting that as a part of life and learning how to manage it without having to fully close your heart to other experiences just because something went wrong. It doesn't mean it's going to happen again. It doesn't mean that you can't open your heart to other types of abundance or future abundance because of something in the past, okay? So if you've been living in the past with something, it's time to let that go. And you're being prepared to let that go because you really want to experience abundance. And so long as you're holding on to something in the past, whether that be a grudge or something someone did to you or sort of still feeling that pain, you're going to realize that been what's blocking your future blessings and abundance. And so I do see you taking care of that, because it is, at the end of the day, ultimately in your hands to do that. Okay, and we have perfect timing. So it's almost perfect timing here for what? It's the right time for you to move forward. So you're being prepared to move forward, whatever that means for you, and it's forward toward your blessings, and it's to go the distance in life. Okay, we have patience here. You've been patient, okay? Maybe it's going to take a little bit more patience, but this has to do with your healing. The faster you can heal, the more you can trust and let go and forgive and detach yourself from negative experiences and the fear, the quicker this will happen. Right now, what's happening is your energy, you're alchemizing, you're transmuting negative into positive. And maybe this is why things have been taking time. Maybe this is why you have been feeling an inability to move forward and go the distance. And this is what's changing. This is what you're being prepared for while you are being patient and waiting. Is this time has been necessary to prepare you to take action, to prepare you to go the distance, because the way you are, or the way you have been, has not been conducive to that kind of experience. We have the Queen of Discs here. So the Queen of Discs is the Queen of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, meaning you're being prepared for abundance, but Spirit wants this abundance to come to you in a stable manner, okay? And for it to be stable and not all over the place, you have to come into some sort of a balance. And that's what you are doing right now. You're coming into a balance here. And it takes time, because some situation or your life has been in some way quite imbalanced. And so this balance is needed right now for you to, when you come into this stability, into this, I'm seeing stability with your health and with your finances and even your living situation, your surroundings, your family life. For you to come into this stability, you can't do it without healing and aligning your energy. Like everything working perfectly, like a symphony, your soul, your body, your mind, your emotions, all working in perfect tandem, so that you know when to follow your instincts, you know when to follow your intuition, and you know when to shut out the mental chatter, the devil in the mind, and when to use your mind in a way that serves your intuition rather than putting it before your intuition. So there's a matter of putting things in their place. It could be that if you had a Reiki session and the Reiki practitioner, the Reiki master would ask you, okay, what color do you see here or here, like pointing to your energy centers? And maybe you would be seeing red, let's say in your third eye chakra. That's not a good sign. That means that you are operating from a place of anger, right? Rather than a place of serenity. And yeah, I do believe we saw something about anger here previously. So that could be the case for you. So if the colors are not in their place, meaning if the energy is not in the right place, then it's clouding your judgment one way or the other, or you're not seeing clearly. So until you were able to do this, then Spirit was pulling you back so you didn't make the wrong decisions. And so you're being prepared to make the right decisions for your health, for your money, for your family, for your surroundings, for everything 3D material. But it had to start with this spiritual work, right? And so there's advice here to really follow some routines when it comes to spiritual hygiene. Yes, that's also a thing, right? It's a part of our daily routine, or it should be, right? Same way we brush our teeth, or we bathe, or we make our beds, or we clean our house, or we tidy things, or any other chore or anything, our tasks, everything. A part of that spiritual work must be done. And until you really aligned your energy, I'm seeing someone needs to go to the chiropractor here, or to a bone doctor, or to get your bones in place, like to crack them back into place or something. because there could be energy that is stuck in your spine or something like that. So yeah, there's an advice here to go check that out, because you see this earth energy is also related to the bones and the muscles, and so yeah, acupuncture as well. I'm seeing physiotherapy, muscle work like muscle training, or something like you need to align your body, mind, and soul right now. And again, we have the Seven of Pentacles, so that is patience. Yeah, this takes patience, and you've been patient, but there's a reason why you need to go through this process. And again, we have Taurus energy here, we have Saturn in Taurus. So yeah, there is a sense of you having to align yourself so that these blessings can come in. And this seems a little bit maybe boring to you. You could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in your chart, but I'm seeing all signs here, to be quite honest. It's not a matter of signs here, but you're really needing to tend to all aspects of your being rather than focusing outwardly. And this work is going to be very empowering, because it's going to attract in everything you need. So rather than focusing on what you need that's not coming, you need to focus on how you can create this balance within your mind, body, and soul, and your emotions, of course, because that's a different body, right? Then if you focus on aligning your energy, everything else around you will align, rather than focusing on the fear of not having something or the fear of something not panning out. Everything is happening in perfect timing, and the quicker you do this work, the quicker things will happen. And this is what you're being prepared for. Six of Wands, a victory. You're being prepared to succeed at every single aspect of your life, basically. It can't be any clearer than this. So you could have Leo, like you could have Jupiter in Leo, or there could be a transit coming up with Jupiter in Leo, or a crossing where you have a planet in Leo, or your house in your astrological chart, your Leo house in the astrological chart. Well, not the Leo house, because we don't have, but it could be where you have your sun, okay? Now, we have oppression, 10 of Wands. So maybe your circumstances have felt oppressive at the moment, and that is because until you see what you need to work on, Spirit is not allowing you to move forward. And it's been feeling overwhelming, and you've been dealing with burdens. But it's almost like you need to deal with these burdens now so that you can move forward. We have the King of Water, or the King of Raphael in this case. So you could have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your chart, but this is also telling me that Archangel Raphael is working on your healing and opening your heart space and making it safe for you to see your feelings. It's making it safe for you to trust your intuition, making it safe for you to love. Because I feel there's a lot in you that you keep to yourself, and you don't open it up to the energy of receiving it from the universe, or even receiving love or showing your love. There's something here about you following a creative passion that you have that is being activated. You're being prepared to go the distance with the creative project that is your heart's desire for some of you, okay? You're also maybe being prepared for... No, I'm not going to say this yet. So let's see. You're being prepared. Right now, we got peace here, which is death energy. You are going through a total death and a rebirth, spiritual death and rebirth, okay? The number 13, the number 4 could mean something to you. Right now, you're in this phase of releasing the past, okay? Something from the past, someone from the past, a belief system, a thought pattern, a behavior pattern. Could be codependency, or it could be an addiction. You're releasing. And why? Because you feel that there's more, there's better in your future, and there is. And so you're being asked to let go and let God right now, to let Spirit help you and co-create with Spirit rather than create resistance by way of fear. Because that resistance is keeping you in this place where you're neither here nor there, okay? 2 of Pentacles, where you're juggling more than you need to be honest. Like if you're feeling burdened, it's because you are paying too much attention to things you can't control, or things that they're not really pushing you forward, let's put it that way, rather than focusing on things that could really push you forward. There's also an energy here of advice to have more fun with your work, or make sure you are doing something for work that you're also having fun with. Okay, so let's just push this a little bit up. Ooh. Just so I can put more cards in, okay? So we have the Seven of Gabriel. So there's this energy of pushing forward and making progress and standing up for your beliefs and protecting what you've created, and having confidence, claiming your personal power. So you're being prepared to claim your personal power wherever you've lost, or wherever you have allowed it to escape you, or to wherever you gave up your power, you're reclaiming it, okay? And because of that, you're being prepared for a more peaceful time in your life, and you're going to have more peaceful experiences, but also you're learning to be at peace with who you are, what you want, and accepting that, you know, there is a time where you need to. So you're coming to a time of feeling at peace with where you are and understanding why you are where you are. So because you're creating this energy of really succeeding and going the distance when it comes to your passion projects and your love life and your stability and your health. So right now the advice is to breathe, align your energy. So if you need some energy healing or Reiki or meditation, you need to tend to those things, as well as maybe getting checked for you know, spine disalignment, or anything to do, you know. Recently I realized, actually my mom, she drew attention to that my I had one elbow that was more lifted than the other, and she actually told me that maybe I needed to go and see a chiropractor or a bone doctor, you know. I don't know what the name is of the bone doctor. My goodness, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but anyway, I went, and yeah, I'm all aligned now physically, because I was paying too much attention to my spiritual practice. Yes, I was working out, but you know, maybe I had some energy blocked in my spine, and I felt much better after that. And you know, when you do that kind of thing where you put everything in its place, life seems to flow a lot better after that. So this is just a small sharing of my own experience, so it may mean something to you. Of course, I'm not a licensed physician or anything of the sort, but it may help you to go and see one. So that was your reading. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it brought you clarity. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. If this resonated with you, let me know how in the comment section. Save this video if you want to watch it again. Share this video with someone you feel may need this message. Extra content is on Patreon, TikTok, and YouTube members area. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. Bye. See you sometime soon. Welcome, pile 2. This is your reading. This is what you are being prepared for. Okay, so we're going to start with the crystal that you chose. That is lepidolite. Okay, so you are being prepared for a transition, to release something, and for a huge change in your life, okay? Change is coming. Change is coming, and that is what you're being prepared for. So if you are dealing with change, or expecting change, or wanting to change, lepidolite is a crystal that can help you with these transitions that you are about to go through. And I'm going to read from the card here. It says, by becoming aware of bad habits and patterns, we can release them to make room for new ones that sustain a healthy lifestyle. So you are now becoming aware of some bad habits and patterns that you need to release. so that you can make room for a healthier lifestyle, basically. So you are being prepared for a healthier lifestyle right now. Lepidolite helps us let go of attachments to old behaviors and addictions, clearing away emotional ties to the stories we tell ourselves. So you are clearing away emotional ties to these old stories, to these old behavior and thought patterns, to the attachment to maybe addictions, codependency, whatever it is for you. You are being encouraged to practice more self-love on all levels and love yourself enough to step away from your current way of doing things, because if you're doing the same things expecting better results and you keep getting the same results, then you're realizing that, and that is the very definition of insanity, doing the same thing expecting a different result. So you're going to start doing things differently. So you're being prepared for a new way of dealing with of life, and basically. So you are establishing that trust that if you do things differently, you will have different results, and you're going to start writing the story that you want to live. You could have a Libra placement, more specifically Jupiter or Neptune in Libra, but it doesn't have to be, okay? So let's see what else we got here. The stone. Yeah, there have been things in your life that is almost like they've been set in stone here, or there's a certain kind of rigidity here that you have been stuck to or been held hostage by, and it's your own rigidity or a rigid way of thinking. We have the number 67 could mean something to you. The number 67 could mean something to you, but there's something that's been like rock solid, or like you've anchored yourself in certain behaviors here. But these behaviors have been weighing you down, have been holding you back, and have been keeping you in the cold, so to speak. I just got a sudden urge to drink water, so maybe you're a little bit dehydrated and you need to drink more water, okay? You are someone who is very loyal, committed to your path, and steadfast, but there comes a point where this could make you a little bit rigid. You could have Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo somewhere in an important placement in your chart. Could be your South Node, meaning your past life or your early years here on Earth, which could have been more like maybe you had a rigid upbringing, or these rigid belief systems that were passed on to you and you held on to them. But I see you letting go of certain things that no longer ring true to you. So the number 67 is also 13 and a 4. So yeah, again, that rigidity, maybe certain a routine or something that has served you up until now, but it's no longer serving you, or it has kept you stuck. It's pushed you forward in some ways, but it's kept you stuck in other ways, meaning that there could be a lot more abundance opening up for you, but there could be so much more if you are able to transcend these limitations. It seems like certain routines or certain belief systems have made you stagnant. They've pushed you so far, but now there's a need to transcend so that you can be pushed even further in life, okay? We have the Swan. So the Swan, immediately I'm seeing you're coming into your own. This being mirrored, I am seeing possibly a twin flame situation if you resonate with that. You could be in a twin flame dynamic, or you could identify as having a twin flame in your life, or being on that journey, okay? And it's a tough journey if that's a journey that you're on, okay? It's interesting, it's challenging, it is painful, it is transformative as well, and it's not for the faint of heart, and it's definitely for the purpose for it is to find yourself again, is to love yourself, is to really be the best version of yourself so that you can come into union with someone who is on the same path, okay? I'm going to read this one, and it says effortless creativity. So if you've been experiencing creative blocks, it's because of a rigid thought patterns or belief systems that you have been keeping you away from your creativity because of this resistance to change a few things. Resistance opening up to new experiences, resistance to change even. And it says sensitive, mystic, and elegant power. So you could be feeling agitated, lacking vision, or a little bit snippy even. But you are being prepared to tap into your infinite creative power. And the advice here that's going to help you maybe is going to be spending time alone and writing. Okay, it could be journaling or writing about what it is that you want to create in your life. Could be anything that you feel drawn to write. Could even be creative writing. Just write down anything that's on your mind and let it go onto paper. It says the swan represents heightened creativity. So you're coming into a time of more creativity, meaning that you are creating the space for this. You are allowing yourself to let go of rigid thinking or behavior patterns or thought patterns or a belief system. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. So if you've been reflecting a lot, maybe you want to write down your reflections, okay, what you're reflecting on. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention. Yeah, things are being mirrored to you. Maybe there's a relationship in your life that is mirroring parts of yourself that maybe you don't like or you don't want to see, but you're basically being faced with yourself right now. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. So your intuition is going to reveal something to you through a vision, okay? You're going to get a revelation through a vision here. You could have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart. Exchanging gifts. So you are coming into a place, you're being prepared to be more open and more vulnerable, and to come into a phase where there will be equal give and take, reciprocity, where you will no longer feel like you're giving too much and not getting any back. The number 27 could be relevant to you, the number 9. You're closing this cycle of feeling maybe isolated or stuck in your ways, where once you do allow yourself to break free, you will feel that energy will flow to you in more abundance and will flow from you. So meaning also that you're going to have more meaningful experiences and exchanges when it comes to relationships as well, is what I'm seeing here. Security. So yeah, you could be stuck in this false sense of security here in your old ways. But what this is saying is you are being prepared for security. You are safe to move forward. And you will actually find a lot more stability and security once you allow yourself to break from these patterns, because these patterns are giving you a false sense of security that is actually keeping you stuck and getting in the way of you creating more security in your life. We have a pregnancy here. So this could be you being, this could be metaphorical, okay, like pregnant with ideas. It's just the energy of conception, okay? You having this idea, sorry, I don't know why this is not focusing, there you go. Having this idea of that you want, that you're nurturing. And it says the birth of a child brings great blessings to you in the world. So some of you could really be being prepared for a birth or to be pregnant, okay, to get pregnant. Or you could be becoming ready to create something, to come forward with a creative project here. And we have the 4th chakra with Archangel Raphael. The number 38 could be relevant to you. But again, this is stepping into your heart space, into the energy of love and allowing yourself to move away from fear and certain patterns that were keeping you rigid patterns keeping you stuck in some way in your life. Yeah, because the Nine of Swords has been creating a lot of anxiety, more than maybe you would like to acknowledge or admit, but this is the truth. You could have some placement in Gemini, more specifically Mars in Gemini, but maybe some overthinking, sleepless nights, worry, anxiety, and fear has been keeping you stuck again. And your comfort zone is no longer comfortable is what this is showing me. And you're coming into this energy now, Three of Cups, of celebration and abundance, away from this energy of anxiety, because the key to break free is really to allow these old patterns to fall away. You could have Mercury in Cancer, doesn't have to be, but there is some sort of reunion or celebration that you're being prepared for. And we have alchemy. This is temperance in the traditional tarot. The number 14 could be relevant to you, but 14 is 1 + 4 is a 5. So a change. You're being prepared for change, but for that change to occur, you need to alchemize. You need to transmute the negative into the positive right now. And I feel that's what's happening. You're transmuting this negative energy of fear into an energy of celebration. And reunion with yourself, with your goals, with your heart's desire, with even friends or someone in specific, who could be, again, a higher level soulmate, because we have temperance and the swan here. Could be a reunion with a soulmate. For some of you, that reunion could be a child who is your soulmate, or creating a child with a soulmate, or a project with a soulmate. Doesn't have to be. We have the Emperor, so you could have Aries in your chart, or Sagittarius, I'm also seeing. The Emperor is that energy of taking charge of your life. It's also divine masculine energy. So you could be preparing to come into union with a divine masculine if you're the divine feminine, or with your divine feminine if you're the divine masculine. So right now, it seems like Two of Wands, you're in this planning, in the planning stages. Make bold and ambitious choices is the advice here. There is a lot of progress that you're going to make, and it has to do with an important relationship with someone who shares your vision, okay? Now, there could be a distance here. This could be someone living in a different area of the planet, okay? And we have the Two of Raphael, the Two of Cups, okay? So again, you could be preparing for union with a higher level soulmate, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. So this could be a kindred spirit, someone with whom you're meant to create a project with, or a child, or come into union for a relationship, a romantic relationship. Or this could be a friend that is away from you, long distance, with whom you're meant to create something. Or it could be a love situation where you're at a distance and you're meant to come into union. Don't give up on those you love is the advice here. So if you love someone, don't give up on them just because there could be a distance, or you're running out of patience or whatever, because this temperance alchemy energy is an energy of patience. And the reason why you haven't come into union with this person, and it's maybe creating some anxiety, is because you need to take care of certain things within yourself and in your life before this can happen. But you're being prepared for a total wish fulfillment and healing with the star being here. Something that you've been wanting for a very, very long time is what you're being prepared for, a dream come true. So just believe in yourself. You're coming to the end of a difficult situation. Something around the month of February or the last week of January here could be significant. The number is 17, and the number 8 could be relevant here. So it seems like you're definitely headed towards stability, and this is a part of your dream come true. And it could be stability that is created around a pregnancy, or a project with someone, or just coming into union and a reunion with someone who is very near and dear to your heart. But this is taking a decision right now. You need to make a decision, and it's a hard decision. It's possibly a very difficult decision you have to make, of letting go of toxic patterns or a toxic situation, or it's releasing yourself from anything that's holding you back. Again, that rigidity that is holding you back. You need to detox certain aspects of that are toxic, okay, whatever that means for you. Because any worry that you're experiencing right now, it's unnecessary, and it's absolutely based on a lack of self-confidence. And this lack of self-confidence is coming from a place of rigidity, of not wanting to let go of some some old ways of doing things. So listen is your advice. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart and your intuition, because this fell right next to the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, and on top of security. If you listen to your heart, you will achieve the security that you're looking for, that you're seeking, that you need. Okay, so pile number 2, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save this video if you want to watch it later, and share this video with someone you feel may need this message. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Yeah, extra content, I forgot to say, is in the description box, Patreon, TikTok, and YouTube members area, okay? Bless you all and see you sometime soon. Bye, till next time. Welcome, pile 3. This is your reading for what you are being prepared for. So you chose this crystal, kunzite. Okay, so you're being prepared for something to do with your love life and with a certain transition, okay? Right now, it seems like you're in this energy where you're breaking down barriers surrounding your heart space, surrounding this energy of unconditional love, healing some lingering wounds from your past. You're getting help to feel safe while being vulnerable, allowing yourself to express your love authentically and expansively. And you're being shielded. Your energy field is being shielded, protecting you against emotional vampires and negative influences around you. So it could be that you are an empath and you are dealing with people who drain you, who siphon your energy. And so you are learning to create healthy boundaries while also being vulnerable and expressing yourself. Some of you are being prepared for motherhood or fatherhood, or to come into union with the father or the mother of your child. That is for some of you. But it's also about body positivity, learning to love your body, learning to love yourself, no matter what phase of life you're in right now. You could have Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio in your chart, more specifically Venus in Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio, or Pluto in Leo, Scorpio, or Taurus. But it doesn't have to be. This is what you're being prepared for. Full self-acceptance, self-love, and unconditional love. We have the shadow. So maybe you've been doing some shadow work, some inner work, spiritual, getting in touch with all sides of yourself and accepting all sides of yourself, the dark and the light. The number 28 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 10 and the number 1. So there's a new beginning here. You're being prepared for a new beginning where you integrate all aspects of yourself and you accept yourself just the way you are. But there could be some things that are coming up for you that maybe you're not so happy to see, or maybe you're in denial of. But you're learning to integrate all sides of yourself and even see perceived flaws and faults as a strengths, okay? Turning your faults into strengths, maybe. We have the hummingbird. So you could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Air signs here. I'm going to read this one from the book because I'm still getting acquainted with this deck. It's relatively new, and so yeah, I want to use this. There could be a connection here to Brazil for someone. So you're being prepared for a more positive, enthusiastic time in your life. You are now becoming more spiritually resourceful. There could have been this energy where you felt like you had to push forward and maybe be a little bit insistent with a certain type of energy. And so the advice here is for you to, or you're coming more into this energy of exchanging the need for an outcome for curiosity, allowing things to pan out and allowing yourself to see what happens if you don't try to do anything, is what I'm seeing here as well. If you're thinking about taking a class, the advice is go take that class, whatever that is. Go learn something that you need to learn, that you've been feeling pulled or pushed toward learning, rather than trying to make progress or take action. Right now, you're in a learning phase. So let me read from the book. It says, inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. So where can you feed your soul? Where can you find fulfillment other than maybe in other people or or externally? So what is a source of inspiration? What is a source of joy for you that you can control, that is not out of your control, let's put it that way. It's the energy of, if you're trying to control something and you've realized time and time again this is something you can't control, it's also about letting go of trying to control things you don't have any control over, and see how everything flows once you give up the need or the insistence to control things that you realize time and time again you can't. So it says, follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. Okay. So it's also about counting your blessings and really being grateful for what you have in the here and now. We have soulmates. So there is a soulmate in your energy here. You could be preparing for a soulmate in some way. We have the number 41. The number 41 is the energy of the Ace of Cups in the traditional tarot. So this is a new beginning in love or a renewal in love with a soulmate. The number 4 plus 1 is a 5, so there's change here. You're being prepared for some kind of change when it comes to a soulmate situation. Someone who has the key to your heart, someone for whom you have the key to their heart. So you're being prepared to open the door to love, open the door to a soulmate, something like that. And we have inner peace. So again, we have 2 fish, 2 koi fish. So there could be a connection to Japan or to fish in general for you. You're being prepared to experience more peace when it comes to maybe a soulmate connection here. But this takes walking away from something. And it says, leave the unhealthy situation. So you're being prepared to leave some unhealthy situation to watch the doors open as a result. The new doors open as a result. So it's like you're getting the key to open those doors with the key there. I don't know if you can see the key, but one of the penguins is holding a key there. So you're being prepared to get that key to open new doorways, but you need to leave some kind of unhealthy situation behind. Now you know what that is. And we have envy with the number 20 there, could be relevant to you, as well as the number 2. So you could be preparing to leave behind maybe your own patterns of envy or envious people. I'm seeing jealousy as well if you're prone to jealousy. But I'm seeing this more as situations where there could be an energy here where you're envious of other people's happiness, or not in a way that is toxic, or, well, it is toxic, but not, I'm not seeing in an evil or envious, or not envious, but not if you're experiencing like you see other people are happy and you don't have the same thing, you're learning to walk away from that energy and into an energy that becomes more productive and directs you in that sense. Maybe you're focused on other people's happiness and wondering why you can't get your own. Or there's just someone who is envious of you and you're having to walk away from someone who is envious of you. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So you're being prepared for a stable situation in your life. And this could be work-related or a home environment or your love life. Maybe you're being prepared for maybe even a connection that is more stable, someone who is more dedicated to you rather than you being the dedicated one and getting the short end of the stick. A situation that is more balanced. Now, when it comes to work, I'm seeing you getting rewarded for your hard work. And now we have the Queen of Cups, so you could have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart. Being prepared to express your feelings freely while feeling protected. Four of Swords, being prepared for healing and for clarity when it comes to your feelings or someone else's feelings, and a recovery from maybe a toxic situation that you're leaving behind. And I did see the Ace of Cups, so we're getting the Ace of Cups here, that same 41 energy here. Being prepared for a new beginning in love and a renewal, basically, okay? So a new beginning in love. So we have the Seven of Cups, so maybe you have been experiencing confusion or not knowing what direction to take. Maybe you've been fantasizing, maybe you've been wearing rose-colored glasses, but you're being prepared to make a decision of what's best for you and being clear on what it is that you want. So there's clarity coming to your heart space and what it is that you want and taking action. But again, it says the need for detoxification. So you need to detox some maybe lower vibrational feelings or thoughts or even situations in your life. You're being divinely guided here with the Hierophant. There is a situation here of stability when it comes to a soulmate situation, maybe a commitment, or you're deciding what it is that you want to be committed to. You're in the search for more meaning in life, being asked to connect with your higher self for direction. And to also choose wise people to help you on your path, to find a mentor or someone you trust or look up to that can help you. And we have the Queen of Cups twice here being represented as the Queen of Raphael. So you're being prepared to accept your feelings, to identify your feelings, to allow your feelings to come forward and to follow your heart. And in following your heart, you're going to find that love, that sense of family, that sense of home that you've been looking for, that you've been seeking, that you've been wanting, that you've been needing. So with the Queen of Cups coming twice, it's also about trusting your intuition, following your intuition, and being able to identify what is your intuition in the first place, rather than your mind and your ego. There is trustworthy psychic information that is coming to you, so claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, you're just going to know, you're going to feel what's right for you. You're being prepared to follow your intuition. The Emperor, to take charge of your life. You could be preparing for a divine masculine to come into your life, or to be the divine masculine, to be your most balanced energy, so that you can find that inner peace when it comes to maybe a soulmate situation. It's also you're being prepared to be the master of your ambitions, to take charge, to be stable and efficient. to take charge of your life, to take the reins, the leadership, to become the leader that you're meant to be of your life by walking away from things, situations, places, people, circumstances that no longer serve your highest good or the highest good of everyone involved. Archangel Uriel being represented here, being wisdom coming from your intuition. You're being prepared for very, very positive change. You could be connected to Parvati. You're being prepared for a very positive change away from toxicity and into more of a balance and becoming the master of your future, of your destiny, by following your intuition and allowing more positive situations to come into your life. But it takes walking away from some certain unhealthy situation. It could be a situation. I'm seeing situation in general here, so that you can achieve inner peace. And you're seeing the patterns within yourself that really got you to where you are now. And so you're moving away from those patterns so you can have a positive change and a better, more magical experience in your life. One that is more aligned with your heart, with what you want. It's an energy of self-love here. Loving yourself so that you can bring about this positive change, and trusting that what is meant for you is going to come to you, and that is a lot of love, a lot of peace, and possibly even a soulmate. Okay, pile 3, that was your reading. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not resonate, choose another pile. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel. Save this video if you want to watch it later, and share this video with someone you feel may need this message. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all. See you sometime soon. Bye for now.